Leo, Elsie here to do your reading. So I am going to be taking one card from here. That's going to be the overall energy for the reading. Then I'm going to use this new deck here. We'll talk about that. It's called, what is it called? It's called the Moonchild Tarot, and it's kind of cool. And then I'm going to do the clarifications with the Universal Celtic Tarot. So Leo, let's get started. So if you're here, if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. And coming back for these readings, because you're the reason I bother. And if you haven't been here before, welcome. I hope that you'll consider subscribing before you leave. I hope you'll also consider liking a video and maybe sharing with a friend. That's how I keep myself on this platform, to keep giving you free content. All right, so we're going to ask my angels and guides to come in and pick one card for the overall energy. Spirit, if we can have your help, please. Overall energy for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Woo! All right, that was a false start, guys. I'm just going to shuffle here for a bit. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The sign of Leo. False start might mean something as well, so you may have had something happen that didn't quite get itself off the ground, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Leo. Till the end of May, thereabouts. There we go. All right, so we'll take this one that's face up. We'll take balance. And what do we got here? We have card number 14, take everyone's input into consideration. So that can be kind of hard sometimes. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. So balance is card number 14. This is Major Arcana. So take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints, and create better solutions. Take your time. There is no real rush. All right. There we go. And here we go with the Moon Tarot. And I do believe there's a few cards in here that aren't usual in any other deck. So if we hit those up, go into the book. Nonetheless, here we go. This deck of cards is called the Moonchild Tarot, and I got it as a gift from my bestie. Isn't that just lovely to have people in my life that love me so much that they just gift me with these beautiful cards? But they really are lovely. So I'm just going to call in some help. If I could have Archangel Michael and Uriel. If I could also have gods and goddesses, angels and guides, please. If I could have the holders of the pure white light bless me, so I will be safe as I open up a channel with Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for everything that you give me in my life. I appreciate you in my life every day and this beautiful gift you've given me to share with our Leo friends. All right. We're doing a 9-card draw. And here we go. There is 1 and 2. Actually, they came out like that. Wow. Lots of energy here. 3. There we go. 2 more. 2 more, Leo. 2 more cards. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The sign of Leo. Please till the end of May. We'll take that one. And 1 more. There we go. There we go. Good. All right. What do we have here? We have the Knight of Wands. So possibly someone coming in who is feeling like they want to send in some passionate messages, let you know that they have a thing for you, or at least are passionate for you. And let me take a look here. Okay, Leo. All right, so at the center of this reading, the heart of the matter here is the Emperor. So the Emperor is someone who is an Aries. He is the father of the deck, and he also is someone who is the commander of the empire, right? So he has the, he does, how how can I say, he does have the energy of all the kings, and he does advise all the kings because he is running the empire. They're kind of reporting to him. So he is the guy who's kind of at the top of the food chain. So if he were in a corporate life, it would look like a, a president or a vice president, CEO, that kind of thing. He is very good with money because he also is, he does have the knowledge of the King of Pentacles as well. So yeah, at the very center of here, I do see that there is an Aries, which is an Emperor, the father of the deck. Now, in the past, what I see is that there was an opportunity that came towards you. An opportunity, and you weren't ready to take that opportunity. And you really struggled with it. You struggled within yourself. I'm looking here at these cards here, the Four of Cups and the Strength. You really struggled within yourself. You meditated, you manifested, and you're just wondering if this is exactly what it is that you want. So this is past, present, future, and they can be read this way, they can be read this way, up and down, across. So that's what I'm doing to get you as much information as I can. So we have strength. Strength is, it is what it is. It is what the universe wants for you, and saying that, it's not going to be easy to make this decision about this opportunity that's coming up for you. You can see this person here has 4 cups. You can see the 4 cups here, and she hasn't really picked one yet. She is actually in meditation, though. She's not ignoring them. She knows they're there. She's really taking her time to figure out what she wants to, which opportunity she wants to take. The 8 of Wands is here, and the 8 of Wands is urging her to quickly make her decision. But I think that you, Leo, are trying to hold back, making your decision. You're not entirely sure about what's going on here. You don't know what's going on here, and you're scared of what you can't see. So the 8 of Wands is in fact Leo energy. So it's Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. It is fast moving messages. So passionate messages. Now passionate can mean a couple things. It can mean love, or it can mean, someone who's very passionate about a subject and needs to be right. It could be a right fight. But I think this kind of falls into an opportunity of love. And the only reason I say that is because the 4 of Cups is here, and this is all about choosing emotion. So you are the person who is trying to decide if you really want to spend your emotion and your strength on someone that you've met in your past. And that person isn't gone from your life. Like they're not in the rearview mirror here. They're still in your life, but you met this person a while back, and you're not exactly sure whether or not you want to see this person on a regular basis or just have them be a friend. You're not sure if you can take that on because you have other things going on in your life right now that are kind of taking front seat. So these things kind of have to go on the back burner for now. I do see that there is a tower here. So the tower is, the tower falls when usually if you haven't taken care of something that really needed attention, that's when a tower will fall. A tower will fall to keep you on track, to keep you on the path that you're supposed to be on in this life. And sometimes universe is going to have to throw you a tower in order to show you that the thing that you were engaged in was not the thing that was for your highest good. So this could be a relationship. You were in a relationship which wasn't for your highest good. You may have stayed in that relationship too long, and then that tower fell and that relationship was done. But I have a feeling that you put up with whatever was going on in that relationship because it became comfortable. And quite honestly, we all are in danger of being seduced by stuff and things, right? So you get an accumulation of a certain amount of things. You get a house, you get the, the sofa you've always longed for, you get the great big TV or whatever it is, and you are hoping that this is going to keep everything together, and sometimes it just doesn't. So the tower fell on this relationship, and you are going to have to pick up the pieces. Now, I always say it doesn't really matter why the tower falls. It doesn't really matter why you get the tower moment. I mean, you will learn through picking up all the rubble as to why it happened, and hopefully you'll learn some lessons. But what matters is who is going to be there to pick up the rubble with you. The really good friends, the person who's in power. This person here is one of the strongest people that you'll meet. And that person is someone who can move you forward in your life, even on days when you don't want to. We have a card here called the Moonchild. And you know what? That is not a card I've gotten in this deck for just yet. So I am going to take a look at the Moonchild card. And I wonder how long it will take me to find it. I think it's actually after here. Shadow work, there we go. The universe. Shadow work. The Moonchild, I believe, is someone who's really connected to the universe. Someone who although she can't see forward too far into her future, that she is dependent upon spirit, and it is she who will listen to spirit and depend on spirit. So it says here, standing beneath the crescent of the moon is a Moonchild. Here we go. And it says, the Moonchild rests in quiet contemplation, feeling transition of the phases of this great celestial body. So this Moonchild is standing on guard and watching you go through the phases, Leo, and is this Moonchild is going to come out of it okay. It says here, always in her orbit, pulling at her emotions and pushing her in to creative direction. She knows she is deeply in tune with the shimmering light. Take a look here. When the card shows up, it asks you to consider how you can cultivate your own sacred relationship with the moon. The luminous beacon functions as a great celestial doorway. There is energies that need to be released. There is a start to a new project on the horizon. How are you delaying or your own productivity? So essentially, this is knowing that you do have the power to move forward, knowing that you do, knowing that you can move forward and you can release the energies under the moon. The Moonchild card is more about paying attention to the cycles, that go on in your life. I'm going to point you right now to the moon cycle, right? And it says here that she is very aware of the moon cycles and how they affect her body. And so she's trying to keep track of her ebb and flow and her feelings and sensations each day. So the Moonchild energy is about refining who you are, is about feeling who you are, feeling your emotions, making sure that you know that the Eight of Wands is here, and that could be really quick, passionate messages. But how does that make you feel, though? The Moonchild is here to remind you that, you know, the Four of Cups is opportunity that you could be missing if you don't look up. But how do you feel about that if you miss the opportunity? So the Moonchild really puts you into you know, an idea of trying to figure out who you are and what you're feeling at this time. I think it's really interesting that the Moonchild and the Tower are sort of on either side of the Emperor, because the Emperor is a good decision maker and usually the leader. So the Emperor is usually taking other people through their journey. So you might have someone that you have, either you have an Aries placement or a major Aries placement, or you have someone in your life who is an Emperor that is going to help you pass through these changing cycles that are, you know, you're having a hard time changing. You're having a hard time with the transition of the cycles. And that's what the Moonchild card is about. The Emperor, I think, is here to help you with your transition. Okay, so I'm looking at the Six of Cups here on this bottom level here. And it says here that the Six of Cups is someone who could have been from your past, right? Someone, you know, from the time that you were a child, or it could just be someone who's coming back after being away for a while, someone who is in your past. I feel like you have a lot of opportunities here, a lot of emotional opportunities, Leo. So I feel like there's a lot of people coming at you that you're very attractive, and that you have something that people really, really like and want to get close to. But I feel like you have one person in your mind, and that's the person that you feel as though they are your soulmate. And although you have all of this opportunity, women or men, that are coming into your life and, you know, wanting to love you and take care of you and all of that, you're looking back here at this Six of Cups, because you are looking back here to see if your soulmate is going to be coming through the door. That's what I believe she's doing there. I do have the Knight of Swords here, which tells me that someone has been communicating with you via message, through Messenger. Knight of Swords is also, yeah, you guys could be communicating through some sort of messenger, but the Knight of Swords does want to communicate and wants to bring in information. This is also, to me, the Knight of Swords is about not expecting it. It's about, you know, the Knight of Swords is more about showing up and saying, hey, here I am, and this is what I want to talk about. So not necessarily a plan in place. And this could be during your Moonchild phase. You know, you're trying to get out of this current energy here. You're trying to, you know, the tower's falling, and you're trying to catch the pieces, and you're hoping that someone strong is going to be there to help you, but you're going through a transition at the same time. So this really isn't a great time for someone to show up and say, hey, guess what? I have a lot of feelings for you, and I'd really like to start a relationship. So this probably isn't that time for you. The opportunity could be that the Emperor is coming in to help you with the confusion. I have a feeling that this cycle that you're going through is going to go quickly, because the Eight of Wands is here saying that energy is going to be moving quickly, you know, taking action. So I feel like that you're going to be getting through this cycle. You will get to the end of this cycle. And after the tower has fallen, that's when you're going to call in your BFFs or your friends or whoever it is, or they're just going to gather around you and help you with your balance, help you, you know, do the things that you need to do in order to complete this cycle. I have a feeling that this cycle might have been a marriage or a union or a common law union or something that was very significant that perhaps a family was born out of. So I feel like it's really been hard on you, Leo, to get through this stage of your life. And I'm sorry that it's happened to you that way, but you know, the only reason doors close is because there are other doors that are opening. And I know that sounds cliche, and I'm sorry if it does. I don't mean to sound like I'm trying to dismiss it, but you know, we do have to carry on, right? There's no point in laying down. You might as well just keep it up. Okay, so I'm just going to clarify these cards here. So we're going to go with Strength, please. Why is the Strength card here? What is Strength? Strength is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands to me is about relationship. It's about firm foundational relationship. It is about a relationship that is at its very, very beginnings of friendship, and maybe also putting through, you know, building a foundation together, a foundation of friendship. So this is something that you're both doing, something that you're doing together, and that is part of the Strength. Because while all this craziness is going on, I feel like you still want to love, and you still want to have, you know, you still want to have your +1. You still want to have that friendship, love sort of feeling that goes on in the background, and everybody needs somebody to care for them, right? Are there any other cards for the Strength, please? Yeah, it's the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to work really hard at this, or it was someone that you met at work that has given you the strength to be able to carry on, and that you're starting a really good friendship with this person. And this person is someone who is helping you with the confusion. So the Seven of Cups here is in the reverse, and the Seven of Cups is about being, you know, having lots of opportunity and being confused. This also is, you know, no opportunity and not being so confused because, well, there's not much opportunity. But you know what? Maybe that's what you need right now, Leo, because it looks like you're going through some pretty heavy stuff in the midst of all of these cards here. Well, what is the Four of Cups, and what is this opportunity, please? What is the opportunity for this Four of Cups? We have the Eight of Wands. So we have the opportunity for messages to be flowing quickly between you and another person. Messages that are how can I say, that are passionate messages. So there could be, the opportunity could be, just make sure you answer the messages that are coming in. Wow, okay, I didn't mean to throw all those over the place. Sorry, guys. Take these ones that are down. And we have the Six of Wands. So you are going to have success, whatever this opportunity is here, the opportunity that is moving quickly here, you are going to have some success with that, whether it be a job or a person. So if you are planning on taking action in some messages that are coming through, then you should probably do that. The Nine of Cups here is about wishes fulfilled. And it's not necessarily your wish fulfilled that you would be you know, messaging people and getting friendships going that way, or maybe looking for another relationship that way. It's not ideal, you know, it's just not Leo. But the fact of the matter is that everybody needs someone to call their person. So the Nine of Cups here is about the wishes, the fulfillment of wishes. And I don't feel like you feel that there is a fulfillment going on right now. Why is the Eight of Wands here, please? Eight of Wands is the Ace of Wands. So messages coming through, and also messages of clarity. So you guys are kind of clarifying, you know, what position do I have in your life? What position are you in mine? Is this a friends with benefits thing? Is this, you know, an actual thing? The Knight of Pentacles is here, which tells me that perhaps you're more serious about that person than you let on to them. And that's okay too, because you're just not ready for a full-blown relationship. So, you know, crumbs is okay at the beginning, I feel, because not everybody's all the way in, right? At the beginning, at the very beginning. So Eight of Wands. Is there any other clarification for Eight of Wands, please? Nope. Okay. We're going to move to the Tower. Why is the Tower here, please? Tower. Oops. And they're still throwing cards, as you can see. All is well in the universe. Elsie's still throwing cards. Okay, so we have the Tower here. And as I said, I feel as though this is probably a pretty serious union that was going on here. I do feel that you feel this person was your Six of Cups, that they were your person, that they were perhaps your soulmate. And then I see the Emperor energy again. You have the Emperor energy here. So either you do have a major Emperor placement, Aries placement in your chart, or you have someone near you who is an Emperor and who is going to be able to help you clean up this rubble. Someone who is an Aries and has their own business, and someone who might be able to help you with finances as well while you're going through this troubled time here. And gosh, got lots for the Tower, but that's okay. Towers are important to clarify. Okay, so the Emperor here, we have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands says, yep, your walls are up. You know, you may even find a person once in a while in the background that'll help you. So just be aware that you do have friends, and there are people around that are going to help you get out of this Tower moment. The Page of Cups, you have rolled it back. You're scared. You're scared to show all of your emotion. You're scared to show, you know, it's almost like you've reverted when it comes to emotion and love. And you're kind of more on a playful stage right now, playful in love, not necessarily serious in love. But we do have the Wheel of Fortune here, and the Wheel of Fortune is about to turn in your favor. So you are going to have better times. The sun will shine again, I promise. And it's just a matter of waiting it out. The Six of Swords says you're moving, so you're maybe selling a house after this relationship went south, or you are getting in a vehicle to go see someone else. I have a feeling that there is going to be the sale of a home, though. Seven of Wands here is about you know, being defensive. You know, people are saying things and doing things to you. Well, all of this is breaking down, and all of this is part of your Tower moment. People sometimes just aren't the healthiest in their own minds, and they will project that onto you. So just keep that in your mind. Maybe it's not a Leo problem. Maybe it's a someone else problem. The Hierophant is here, and the Hierophant is all about, you know, doing what's right, watching over you. It's about clergy. It's about help. It's about people being moral and helping the friend who's in need. It's also about marriage. So you could have this in the back of your mind, you know, thinking, well, if it was a common law, maybe I should have just married him. Maybe I should have just married her. But maybe this is something that's coming up in the future as well after your Tower. And then the Five of Pentacles, you're feeling left on the outside of this union. So yeah, that tells me for sure that this was a union that broke up. Although I have to say, you don't look all that sad. Like, look at your face. You don't look all that sad. You look as though this is the first time in a long time that you can actually relax. This person seems to be loving this rain falling on their face and loving this moon in the background. And I do see here that this is something that you've been trying to get away with for a long time. You've been trying to get out of this relationship. So maybe this is just a relationship that is that was just kind of doomed from the start, and you're not going to go forward with it. And then it finally just caught up to you, and instead of you pulling the tower, someone else did. The Emperor is clarified by the King of Pentacles. So yes, you are going to have money. So maybe after the sale of the house goes through, you are going to have money. You are going to have the time that you need in order to get your stuff together financially. So yeah, you are going to be abundant. You're a good provider, and you just want to be able to take that into another relationship. The Magician is here, which tells me that you're trying to manifest it. You're trying to manifest this whole situation to be a little softer, maybe on any little people that you might have around you, children I mean. And why is the Moonchild card here? Why did this show up here? Looking at the Five of Swords. So you're ready to fight for your peace. The Moonchild is all about having peace in your life and peace of mind. You're willing to fight for that. It's time you started taking care of you, Leo, because I think you've been taking care of everyone else for so long that it's time that you really did whatever you could to take care of you. The Five of Cups is here, which tells me that there's stuff in the background, that you or someone, you left someone behind, and this person is someone that you're thinking about. So you could be just looking at what was and feeling sad about that, absolutely. But at the change of this cycle, the moon cycle, I think you're going to feel that alleviate. So I want you to go online, Google when is the next full moon, and I want you to be able to release some things under that full moon. Find out when it becomes full, and I want you to write things down on paper, things that are hurting your heart, things that are not good for you, and I want you to burn them in an ashtray, burn them in a fireplace, burn them somewhere, burn them some way, to get those energies off of you. Two of Swords, which tells me, you know what, your eyes are not covered. You're fully aware of what's going on, and you know the decisions that you're making here are going to be good for you going forward. Six of Cups is Ace of Swords. So Six of Cups means that whenever you do get to this soulmate, if you know who they are, maybe you don't yet, that this is going to be a new start in communication. So a new start in connection, communication. And I have a feeling, and I feel this really in my head and in my heart, that this person is not the same person you were with. This is not your person that you are breaking up with. This is someone new. And it could be a water sign. It could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But this is in the Ace of Swords, and it's all about communication. And I think your new person is a far better communicator than your old person was. And so that makes you a little less wary of maybe getting into, you know, some sort of relationship. Is there anything else for the Six of Cups, please? Six of Cups brings out the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You, in the future, may run into some money issues just because, you know, all of this stuff is the new cycle, and it's coming to an old cycle, and you're going to have to take care of business when it comes to the sale of your house and splitting up all of the things, splitting up the different assets that you two owned. So that's still coming up. Sorry about the coughing in the background, you guys. Okay, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, I see, is the end of confusion. The end of confusion here is, and you know what, this is opportunity. In this case, though, in your read, I feel like it's confusion. So the death of confusion, and you're going to be able to think clearly going forward. So we're looking here as the past is April, May, June. So this is coming up fairly soon, within the next few weeks of June. When we see your next reading, we will see what is going on and what you have you know, what has come to an end in terms of confusion. So the Four of Swords is here, and it is about healing. So now it's time for you to heal. Not a good time to get into a relationship, Leo. It's time for you to heal whatever happened in the past. It is time for you to heal. Knight of Swords is the healing. So whoever is coming in to talk with you, this Knight of Swords, is the person who is coming in to help you heal. So maybe it would be someone who is a friend, someone who is perhaps a psychologist or a social worker, or someone who has that kind of background that you can bounce some of your ideas off of. Page of Wands tells me that you've kind of rolled it back in terms of passion, and you're kind of scared to move forward in terms of what you love because you're just scared to get hurt again. King of Cups means you're emotionally available. And even though you've gone through this hard time, you may have been going through this split up for quite some time, you are loving the conversation that you're having with this person. You are enjoying it. 10 of Pentacles, abundance. So you two get along really well. Your personalities are really well matched. And this person, he or she, is helping you to end your pain. So they really have been sent to help you heal. All right. And why don't we just pull a couple of these here? Tower of Love cards. One or two would do. Ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. So, you know what? All of this is a lesson. Everyone is our teacher. Everyone is our student. You know, we are everyone's student as well. And it really is important to take your part away from whatever broke down here and learn from it so it doesn't happen again. Ownership is really important if you want to find a relationship that is deep enough for you to carry on. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. And if you ask me, this is a great big lesson right here. All right, that's all I have for you. If you are interested in getting a private reading, you know how to reach me either at my website, which is down below in the description, my email address down below in the description. Still looking for people to get on my nail team. If you're interested in the gel moment nails, you can also order your own kit if you'd like to do that and do your gel nails at home, because we all know that it may be a little bit until we can get ourselves to the salon. I did these myself, so yeah, you can build your nails in this kit. So if you're interested in looking at how to do that, email me, let me know what you want to know, and I will help you out. All right, gotta go. Thanks, Leo. Take care.